Don't even get me started on people like ICT. Honestly, come on, man. And take me out for a minus 0.8 R for the day. This is basically my edge in the market. Get through today and then start again tomorrow. And there's my win for the day. Good morning. Alright, let's see what's on the markets today. There is no news, which is a good thing, because leading up to the news, normally the price action is really choppy and indecisive, because major players tend not to do anything until after that news release. They'll just wait for their algorithms to kick in, depending on what that release says. So you're just fighting basically nothing in the markets. It just kind of chops sideways, and there's no real direction until after that news event, which for me is a bit difficult because my trading session is in the London and pre-New York session. So if that news release is scheduled for like 1:30 p.m. my time, usually on those days, it can be a no trading day. Today, that's not the case, so hopefully we can get into something decent. Do you like my Christmas tree, by the way? I need a week off, it's nearly Christmas. We're pretty festive in this house. I'm not very good at giving myself time off, and I'm looking forward to having a forced week off where I don't even care about the charts. I will do a video for my journal for 2024 so you can see my equity curve and what my full trading year looks like. Without that forced time off, I just tend not to stay away from the markets. I'm sure you can probably relate to that as well if you're addicted to trading like I am. So it'd be good just to have a bit of a mental reset, which I kind of need, to be honest, and then look forward to 2025 and my goals. I'll be sharing that on this channel. I'll be doing some videos in my week off, which I would like to catch up on because I've got a list of things I want to get through and get done, but just my day-to-day life is pretty restrictive in that sense. But anyway, let's jump onto the charts. Let's see what happens. Whatever happens, I will talk about afterwards, and we can get into that. Starting off on M5, I am just setting the scene, basically marking some local support and resistance levels, and my bias is short because, as you can see, there's a really clear downtrend. Down on M1, price bounces quite timidly off of the first support level and then nukes through it down to the second support level before basing sideways a little bit, and this is where I'm getting interested. Once it's taken out the second support level, you can see that there's been a little bit of a range that has formed, and this is basically the exact type of level that I'm interested in. Comes into the range, bounces from it, and then hits this support level that has formed before again bouncing timidly and then hitting the underside of that range before dropping back down to support, and I get my entry trigger on the break of that. So with a stop loss above the most recent high and an entry trigger, I go short at market with a TP at 2.5 R. Price moves down pretty quickly to it, and I'm expecting this now just to completely rip down to my TP. I've moved my stop loss to break even now at this point, because if it does a full retrace, then I'm expecting it's going to go out and take my original stop loss out. But at this point, it looks like it's going to head south pretty convincingly. However, we get a really big shift in momentum to the upside, and then price does indeed take me out for my break even. After this, another little range forms, and I'm feeling a little bit sorry for myself that I've been a bit of a victim of bad luck here with a tag out to the pip before dropping back down, and I get another entry trigger to the downside after the support level has been broken a couple of times. As you can see, price does try to push down, but eventually just wicks up, and at this point I'm getting the spider senses tingling that this is going to reverse, and it does indeed reverse and take me out for a minus 0.8 R for the day. Okay, so a losing day for me today, which, you know, happens, but probably could have been avoided. That first trade, my instinct was to close after those couple of big red candles, because normally when that happens, you get that retrace, which we got. And in this instance, I thought the trend was just going to continue. My stop was in a safe place and a logical place, so I thought, okay, I'll just let it play out and see what happens. And then it kind of irked me a little bit that it came up, hit my break even on the like tip of a wick and then dropped back down. So I thought, okay, I've made a bad decision here. It feels like sometimes you are constantly in a battle between closing out trades early at danger signs and then missing bigger wins, versus closing those trades at danger signs, getting the win, and then not having this result that I had today. Because on another day, I could have let that run out for 2.5, 3R, or I could have closed it out and missed that bigger win. It was just a constant battle, basically. And today I didn't really accept that it retraced, took me out break even to the pip, and then started to fall back down and look like it was going to continue the trend. So it was a bit of an indecisive day for me today in that regard. But you know, it is what it is. I'm going to jump onto the simulator in the evening so that I can experience a win, so I don't dwell on this and take it into the markets tomorrow, because I know my edge will show up again tomorrow or the next day, and I can put right today. So I'm big enough and ugly enough to have gone through this enough times now. What else am I going to do today? I'm going to get down to the gym, go for a walk. I need to do my FTMO account, actually. The one I passed a couple of weeks ago, the 10K account. I have to do the minimum trading days, and I have not been doing that because I need to set up the video camera for it, and I'm trying to do a little series for that I'll release in the new year, and I just haven't got around to it. So I'm going to get that done today. I'm going to get a contract set up for that today because it's a brand new account, so it's not like an automatic thing where you just get the login details. So that's probably going to take a few days, and I'd forgotten about that as well. I just kind of thought, all right, the day that I pass it, I'll just get the login details for the live account. But I don't. I have to set up that all over again. So my bad, really. But hopefully that'll get done in the next couple of days, and I can start trading that next week and then get the payout ready for the beginning of the new year. But we'll see what happens on that front. So yeah, I'm going to crack on now, get some breakfast, and then I'll speak to you guys in a bit. This is basically my edge in the market. It's really simple, and the simplicity is why people don't look at these types of things as something you can make money on over the long term. Oh, it's getting colder and colder. To be honest, I don't really mind this time of the year. As you can see behind me, the colours of the sky are quite nice. It is cold though. I do prefer the summer, but it's not all that bad this time of year. I wish it would snow more. Kind of checking out of the year already. We've got the rest of this trading week, and then we've got next week as a trading week. And I'm looking forward more to next year now. Some goals to hit. Got some trading goals, some YouTube related goals, some life goals. This year's gone quite well. One of my big targets was to get in front of the camera, and here I am. I'm getting more comfortable as the weeks go by. 7 weeks in a row, by the way, that I'm doing this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking ahead to next year. I'm looking to what I want to achieve, and I'll share those goals on the channel at some point. But this year has been, it feels to me like a base setting year, like I've built a bit more of a foundation compared to other years, and next year is when I'm really going to flourish. It's taken a lot of confidence and a lot of time for me to get in front of the camera, to put myself in front of people. What I want to start doing next year, tracking my results, tracking my progress on the FTMO accounts and also my Darwin X account, which I'm probably going to reset to start of the year, to be honest, and just go fresh from January. I'm up at the moment, not that it really means much because it all depends on the risk engine, but I think it'll be better to start that again and document everything and then show you guys. I feel like I'm ready now, both from my Twitter presence and being on YouTube, to show monthly results, track that in front of people, in front of a live audience. I feel confident to do it in my ability, but there is a pressure that comes from showing it to other people, which really I'm inviting to myself. I don't really need to do it, but it helps to build this channel, which is a goal of mine. So yeah, we've got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. I'd like to build a community at some point, but not quite yet. I'm not ready for that. I don't even have the numbers for that on this channel yet. For now, all it's about is just my daily routine. Get through today and then start again tomorrow. It really is nice out today. Can't beat these winter skies. Get out of the city, get yourself into the countryside. Okay, so price takes out this resistance level, creates a little potential range that forms here. So we're looking long at the moment. It breaks it down and we consider that done. Okay, here's a range that forms. One break fakes the high. Okay. If it comes down, it should be an entry, yeah, like that. So I'm going to take that. Sell TP at 2.5R. Let's do this. There, so TP. And there's my win for the day. So just to recap this trade, we have a downtrend which signals the bias for shorts. At the support, it breaks it and then ranges sideways. We have a range high and a range low, which is local price action within a greater range, which I've just marking now. We have a signal from the market, which is the first break of the support. Price pushes up and fakes out the high of the range and then drops back down below. It then tries to push up, but wicks it and then closes back below the range, which is my entry trigger with a stop above the range high. And the rest is history. I go for 2.5R as that is what my data suggests. And there we go. Also, look how similar this pattern is to my trade from earlier. I'll make it a little easier for you to see. I'm done for the day. I am going to just do my journal now and then go hang with the missus for a bit, and then I am going to head to bed. Alright guys. What's up people? It is Saturday. I've just finished at the gym and I just wanted to talk about something which popped up on my Twitter the other day, which I'll put on the screen now. It's a guy called Iman who exposes a lot of scammers and fakes in this industry. I kind of just wanted to speak about it. So I guess basically people now are they're adding a lag to their data feeds and they are streaming it to traders, and it makes them look like they've got this amazing predictive ability and they can make loads of money. I've been in this industry for a long time, like 10 years nearly, and I've seen all the stuff that scammers and fake people will do to build a following and then to monetize their following. Things like faking funded payouts, things like making their own broker, things like faking my FX books. It's all just like, it's so annoying. As a genuine trader trying to make content, it is really frustrating seeing these people do these things because they raise the bar to an impossible level where if you're not doing what they're doing, then you kind of fall behind. But what they're doing isn't actually real. Obviously, it's all fake. But most people don't realize that because they just see, hey, there's a way to make money and I want to get in on that. you have to be really careful who you're following. You have to be really careful who you're taking advice to. And sometimes you can make money from people's calls. I have run my own trading group in the past and people have made money from my calls. But really, if you have made money from someone's calls, the best thing you can do is probably cash out and go spend it on something to improve your life, rather than reinvest it and then potentially lose it all following these fake gurus. And there are more of them than you realize. After going through a deep journey of self-improvement and self-discovery, you kind of realize what it takes to be a profitable trader on a consistent basis on the long term, and you can spot these people a mile off. It's one of the reasons really why on this channel I'm not showing payouts, I'm not showing money made on each trade, I'm not talking about percentage, I'm always talking in risk reward, because I'm a process orientated trader and that's what I'm trying to get across. You can really see in the way that these people present themselves and the way that they talk about things, whether they're genuine or not. And I hope in this channel that that's coming across. But yeah, and don't even get me started on people like ICT and all my favorite YouTubers who seem to be going through this ICT arc and now kind of discovering, hey, there isn't this one price delivery algorithm that controls the whole market. Like, honestly, come on, man. So yeah, I just wanted to get this little rant out and just say that if you are following, I really appreciate you. Just be mindful of where you put your money in this game. There are a lot of people that don't know what they're doing, and there are a lot of people that understand how to talk about trading and make it seem like they have the knowledge and they seem like they have the experience, but really they don't. It's difficult as well for me because in Stoic philosophy, I think it's Seneca who says that you can learn from literally anyone. And a lot of these guys do talk sense, but if you're just regurgitating acquired knowledge from other traders, then it's not really your knowledge, it's just textbook. But the application of that is what really matters. The only person that's going to make you rich in trading is you, and it is a long, hard game, unfortunately, and that is just the truth. But yeah, anyway, rant over. I've got to go down to the farm shop now, pick up some wood sleepers for the back garden, because I've got like a bamboo bush that I've made, and I need to make that look pretty. So have a good weekend. Well, you'll see this on Monday, so have a good week ahead, and I'll speak to you soon.